Ursa's gonna suffer some big animal abuse as Perfect Cito gets the final hit on him. And an extra kill. Now is a worthwhile rotation for the Sven. He gets a lot of gold out of it, so they don't lose much. And FTG are playing pretty well. It seems like Boom ID is gonna have a worthy opponent this match. With this they find a nice stalker. Again, too many stuns. This team, how do you run out of them? If they catch you in a difficult position, they actually have a stun in every single person on their team. I don't know if that's like a challenge they had, or maybe they wanted to do the quest, you know, the what is the companion quest? Some people with your team like 300 seconds or whatever. I'm not entirely sure. I know an expensive companion, so I don't need to. But they do have a stun on every single hero, and with that it's really hard to actually outrun them. They have great setups, a good amount of range on most of their stuns, and if they find you in a difficult position, it's an easy kill. In fact, this is the kind of lineup that wins a best of 1 but will not win a best of 3. Like, because the second game you start banning one of these heroes, you're like, okay, this is too much, it's excessive. Or you get the BKBs or whatever, second game much earlier, or you make different choices. But in this game, since it's a best of 1, they might actually just win because of this kind of fluke lineup. Not really fluke lineup, but a really aggressive line. Especially because they have a Sven, which gives them a lot of game in the late game, meaning that you just can't wait for this stun lineup to be weak to your BKBs. You have to win that mid game minute 25-30 when your BKB finally comes out on the Viper and on the Ursa to try to have enough damage to.
Dire's middle tower.
Well, that in your dream will be able to take the tower in the mid lane. No, the catapult finally coming in, but I'm actually waiting for the catapult nowadays. It's very important because the catapult does a ridiculous amount of damage. Special trick, use alacrity in your catapult nowadays. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. It deals, like, look at the damage. It's 40 damage, but the siege damage is improved against towers and whatnot. It's with an alacrity, for example, it's just fantastic. Or even a drow or ranger, or those catapults are heavily buffed. Even though they come less frequently, if you can utilize it, actually punishes, or sorry, rewards lane control much more than the new patch with the whole catapult thing, and the more lane pips and whatnot. If you get good lane equilibrium, you're gonna do much better this patch. Now, Team Marcel, with the Furious Type, starts attacking the Roshan. That's gonna be an easy Aegis for him. There's no way to contest this really. That's going to give him a lot of edge in the next game fight. Interesting that he's going for Blast as opposed to the BKB. I would just like to see BKB straight up, but I guess Blast gives you a bit more armor to resist this. In your dream in the bottom lane, it comes perfect with the Storm Hammer. Now activating steroids. Stun out Viper. They even use the Echo Sun to commit everything. Too many stuns, but In Your Dream survives everything. Tags it out. They miss the Ice Path. In Your Dream trying to kite him away, but the dual breath will still hit him, and he'll eventually die to the face of a Dream himself. Is fighting in the sea of flames and get the kill against Perfect. Now Alacrity wants to fight against the Clock, but he's stuck in the cogs. He can't do much. He has to commit suicide in the end with the Bloodstone. The Berserk to get the Sandstrike away. And let's see if they can stop Yang. No, the Battery Assault won't reach him in time. It actually just fades away before the block can reach him. In the end, that's a 2-4-2 engagement if you consider the suicide a kill, but they don't get a kill on the Lina, which is important. They actually lose the tower, which is really unfortunate. Those catapults, like I said, very powerful. And the guys from Boom ID, well, will lose the Viper regardless, which is very bad for them. I mean, the mid laner Viper, that's one hero that really doesn't recover in the late game, so you really have to make use of him now. Of course, he tanked a ridiculous amount of damage, so I think overall the Viper did his job. It's not really a mistake for him to just fight there, but it was still... It still shows how powerful Dragoon's lineup is. The Sven might have gone a bit too far. He could have just left after they killed the Viper. The Clock are going in, and the good TPs by Boom ID is what they should keep doing. Right? They should use this early game advantage, especially with tanky heroes like Viper, Ursa with the Enrage. They're gonna try to get counter kills. With that, let's see if they can take down the tower in the bottom lane. Himself with an Aegis is able to take this tower without much fuss. You can't really... I mean, if you attack him, again, the Storm combination, which is so great on Boom ID, not so great if Dragoon Esports, I mean, has to kill you twice, right? You can stun like the Earth as much as you want, but you can't kill him. That's going to be a hard thing. So, tower goes down. That's really unfortunate that they can't really defend that, but of course against an Aegis it's just really hard. Boom ID. Bring the Saint and Lucas guy to lane me first. That's an option. And right now, I think they're just supposed to get a bit of farm on the core items. The Heaven's Tower is a really good idea to stop the Sven, actually. But I do like to see a BKB, for example. For In Your Dream.
That's exact.
And Dream also, with the Fury swipes. You just run in and kill the Lina, actually. Before the Lina can react to this. Unless, I mean, they can't TP in time. Another Empower usually. Once you do the double Empower, that's usually why you prepare the Empower beforehand. Also has Varese, but of course they didn't have Vision of the Lina. It's very important to perhaps get an offensive ward over here, maybe get an offensive ward over here to see some report rotations, or even around this area, so you can see that area and try to get the kills with the Ursa. Now it has Blink Dagger. You have much more mobility, but you can't use it if the enemy team is constantly going to be either together or farming safely. I mean, Fire Dragoon is clearly not a weak team. It's clearly not a team that's just going to farm alone and show himself up on the map. They're not going to show themselves knowing that they're losing against an Ursa or knowing that they have to fight against an Ursa with an Aegis. They're going to smoke gank, get easy kills whenever they can, whenever they see someone in a difficult position. And more importantly, you're also going to be able to use the offensive warding that FTG is putting up to really destroy the guys at Boom ID. And with that, the Clockhook is going to channel his TP and just walk away. By the way, for all those people that are following my Twitch, I do suggest that you follow me on Twitter more than Twitch. Even if you don't, I mean, if you do use Twitter. Mainly because I use Twitch sometimes for Spanish casting, so... or for Spanish streams, or just streams. So if you want to just see actual casting, Twitter is your best bet. Just saying. Just do exclamation on Twitter, and then you'll see it. If you do enjoy the casting. If you hate me in my casting, then please, I mean, don't follow me, dude. just play me in chat and tell me why you hate me. I'm all up for improving, right? Anyway, thanking for the Blink Dagger. And Brian God is now going to be able to have a bit more initiation, a bit more team fight. And we'll stop Fire Dragoon a bit more easily. That's good. As In Your Dream proceeds to push down this tower, it's going to be a tower trade. Okay, again, tower trades are, I guess, more beneficial to a team that has more of an early game. And in fact, if they can get some counter kills here in the bottom lane, they either lose the Ursa. Been destroyed in a couple of hits. They lose the Aegis. No big deal. The Echo Slam. Oh no, the Night Stalker's also going to go down. And FTG get 2 kills really easily. Not going to walk away. Or risk run away rather. FTG don't really need to commit to this because they already took the tier 2 tower anyway. The Ursa got destroyed. They lost the Aegis, which was going to be reclaimed anyway in 40 seconds. No big deal there. While taking the kill on Night Stalker, they wasted their ultimate. It's low cooldown spells. They can just wait, try to farm, and go back again soon enough. With 1k gold difference, you can see the difference in terms of farming speed, which is that, yeah, with Sven fighting against an Ursa, there's no way that Ursa's going to outfarm a Sven. Even though he went for this very smart pick of a Diffusal Blade, being able to dispel Warcry, being able to dispel possible Ghost Scepter on Alina, and of course slowing down the Sven, which is very important. You still have a Sven that's going to outfarm you most of the time, and if he gets BKB, you're going to lose most of the things you have to kite him. And he's close to it. I mean, maybe Blink Dagger would be better, but I like the BKB pickup early on, just to stop the Void and the annoying Warlock, the Clockwork, Battery Assault, and the Viper. Viper Strike is so annoying, especially with Poison Attack. Of course, me was probably not the... Oh, actually, no, not Viper Strike, sorry, not the Poison Attack, not the Viper Strike. I forgot the Viper Strike has a really strong ability to go against BKB target. There's still a good pickup here for this Sven. Sorry to stop some of the kiting that the enemy team has. And FTG might actually have a little bit of an advantage, just because the late game is completely theirs. This is why best of ones can go for it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's some very good...
middle tower has fallen.
I see the point of the Midas. Yeah, it's definitely the idea that Midas creates farm out of nowhere. So that's a very important fact that people forget. People always think, oh, Midas makes you farm faster, makes you blah blah. You know, but it's the fact that you don't actually have to kill more creeps to get more farm like you would with a Battle Fury or a Maelstrom. Because if you go with a Maelstrom or a Battle Fury, you actually need to go in the lane and kill a bunch of creeps. If you don't get that, you just don't get the farm. Whereas the Viper, in this case of the Midas, just literally Midas is 1 creep and literally gets 4 times their gold and a good amount of experience out of it as well. So that creating experience and farm out of nowhere is a very valuable attitude or thing about the Midas, which is why team fighting heroes take somewhat of advantage in. I like that you guys are doing a bit of analysis in the execute. Oh, Light Strike Array hitting him, but there's the Magpie destroying the Clock. Actually, Night Stalker got zoned out by the Fissure and the Cogs. Not the best play. They keep fighting here. In fact, In Your Dream wants to go against this Zaki, but he's been stuck in the Ice Path. Now with the Light Strike Array, Epicenter already starting. It might hit the Viper, but the Golem stops him right there. Barige fighting against the Sanking alone. The Clock goes to the Roche Pit. Might not have been the best of ideas as he just dies against Alacrity. The Viper still surviving though. He actually gets the kill against the Sanking finally. And Fire Dragoon will be losing 1 hero for 2. Also forcing a buyback. Not the best of engagements there for Boom ID, but Fire Dragoon, I mean, don't get that much out of it. You get 2k gold increase, but it's just the issue that the Lina and the Sven are starting to become much more relevant heroes than the Ursa, and you see how easy it is to kite the Ursa. He does not have the BKB. I like the Diffusal Blade pickup when you want to play offensively, but it might not have been the best of choices when you have so many things that can kite you. So many things that can kite you. Because of course you have the ability to just stun lock the Ursa for the whole team fight, and if you don't even have an Aghanims, how are you supposed to get out of the stun lock? Even with the Enrage that can take away some of the damage the enemy team has, you also have pretty tanky heroes, and on top of that, a War Cry. Like, that's the best ability to tank an Ursa damage, right? Yeah, the Ursa beats the spell because he blows him up, but not when you have... Not against a Sven. It blows up the Sven, of course, but it doesn't blow up the rest of your supports. The Warcry completely wrecks the Ursa because you get extra movement speed, extra armor. The Ursa to begin with actually has to deal more damage to kill you, and on top of that, you can just run away from him. There's a lot of good things that the draft from Fire Dragoon did that are actually making them win the game. I think more than execution, it's been an outdraft here for Fire Dragoon, but it's been really good. Super important because if the draft is so good that you're actually completely countering the enemy team's draft, then you're getting a huge advantage for your team. Even if your as long as your execution is decent, you know, like at the level of say 6-7k, I suppose. Let's go by MR because a lot of these teams aren't pro. If you're at the level of coordination of a decent tier 2 team, they can bring out Boom ID even by just having a good outdraft because. I mean, drafting is super important, and it's a best of one. You can't come back to them. You can't say, next time I'll ban this draft because it was just an obvious surprise pick. You can't do it again. I mean, the amount of stuns in this draft is still surprising. Every time I look at it, it's impossible. I mean, it's the first draft I've seen in a while that has a stun in every single hero, and it still has a good amount of cohesion and coherence. It's surprising that I didn't ban things like the Sven, for example. The Sven, I commented in since the beginning of the draft, and your Boom ID could have just done that. Especially because they went for the Viper, which is a hero that's particularly weak against a stun draft, because you can just ignore the Viper for a while. It's like... You have a Viper and you're super tanky, right? So you're super happy, you know, Viper's going around. You cannot deny that. Viper's going around, being the god of tank, he has super magic resistance, so all the stuns are worthless against him. You can't kill him in time. But of course, he's stunned for so long with all these area stuns that he actually can't hit you. And so he's just a snake, like a little... dummy that's taking a lot of damage. And, you're taking a lot of damage, that's fine. But once you can stun him forever, you're not going to bother using a Lagoon's Blade or the God Strength hits on him. You're just going to go in and kill the rest of his team, and then when the Viper's alone, it's like, hey buddy, do you want to fight against 5? And Viper won't have an escape mechanism to make it out alive. Especially with... For this, let's see. Burrow Strike onto the Clockwork. The Blade Mail from St. DeLucas will survive some of the damage. They can't really commit an epicenter to that because, of course, the Blade Mail can just destroy the Sanking. And you don't really know where the enemy team is. You need some more offensive vision if you're going to play here for Fire Dragoon. I like the defensive vision here. I actually do. Because you're protecting the Sven more than anything. But, of course, without offensive vision, going for those kind of ganks is a big thing. Actually, they need a ward. Unfortunately. Anyways, Zaki used the Echo Slam, stops the Ursa initiation, but Zaki might still die. Wow, the Golem doesn't actually cancel his Blink Dagger. So Zaki blinks in time. The Fissure can still stop the Dreamo Cell. They don't know where this Earthshaker is, and the Ice Panther stopping. The Rocket Flare finally finds him, but the Ursa's already dead, and the Earthshaker might even survive this engagement. Alacrity comes in with a haste. Ironically. And they force-stab Zaki to safety. This Earthshaker not only got saved, but actually helped get a kill on the Ursa at the enemy carry. Even if he had died, that would have been a worthwhile kill. But he honestly gets saved. That was a fantastic play by Fire Dragoon. The constant rotations there, playing a full protect 1 strategy, giving a lot of space to the Sven, are working so well for this team. I'm actually surprised. It's not only the outdraft, their mechanical skill is up there, and their strategy is really good. Honestly, I'm surprised by how much coordination. Honestly, I haven't seen him before. I think it's a new Fire Dragoon squad today. Good job, guys. Good job. It's always nice to see new talents in the scene. Because we know Boom ID has some pretty good people in their team. Varija, at least, if anyone's followed the Indonesian team for a while, they know that guy, and so in your dream as well, one of the top Indonesian pros right now. But they can't do much when the kind of picks that they had, especially against a team that can actually execute this complicated draft so well. And this draft is complicated because you rely a lot on the team fights and whatnot, but they're playing the strategy properly. And now they can just defend this Roshan, this be ideal, but they don't think they know this. I don't think they know that the Roshan is happening. They actually, no, they went in with this small team. I don't actually know if they saw that or not, but they definitely decided to leave that in. They're just like, oh, there was a ward here the whole time, guys. We could have just taken this down. They don't see the sentry, so the sentry's gonna get dewarded. At the very least, you don't have to waste the sentry for that. Yeah. Unfortunately, you lost the ward. You should start... Yeah, they have really good sentries to protect the Roshan pit. You can see clearly the Roshan domination by MUID. Or the fact that they want it so much. The issue is Fire Dragoon can't take the Roshan easily. They don't have a counter Roshaner, I guess. Counter. Like a Puck, for example, that threatens a Roshan. You don't have a Bristleback, for example, that takes quickly. An Invoker, Lycan, all these heroes. Wraith King. You don't have a hero that can take it too quickly. The Sven is alright, but not the best. So... risking or putting a lot of pressure into Roshan, not that great, especially when you can control the Ursa so easily. And giving him Aegis and giving the Viper cheese is annoying, but I don't think it's too annoying for Fire Dragoon or winning most team fights by just completely controlling the enemy team. And of course, what they want to do is delay this game as much as possible, because the enemy team doesn't really have that much pushing power. If they do win a team fight, unless the Ursa goes for Desolator, I don't see them pushing that many towers, so they can actually sacrifice 1 or 2 team fights and still be on top. As, like I said, the late game is completely in their favor. The Viper... Actually, I haven't seen the Viper scale into the late game anymore ever since the orb effect changed and the poison attack. But I do still consider this hero a pretty weak late game hero. Forced to expand that. I mean, he's gonna beat you in the late game for sure. And the lean actually gets a huge boost when you get to the hyper late game with that level 25 talent. That Fire Soul stack plus 40 attack speed per stack. I mean, people have never calculated this, but you get 3 max stacks, right? That's currently an attack speed bonus of, what is it, 240... No, 240 plus 15, so yeah, 255. 255 attack speed bonus. With a plus 40, you actually make it into a 365. It's pretty much max attack speed for the lane. Actually, it is 100% max attack speed as long as you have 1 or 2 items. That plus just a decent amount of damage, and you can destroy. I mean, you can blow up anyone. Get a Bloodthorn, get a Daedalus, and anyone blows up to your damage. And that's why she gets a huge boost back then when she gets to level 25, which is important. Plus the 150 attack range, the plus 50 damage. She's almost made to be a physical carry in the late game, which works really well with a Bloodstone to give her the enough sustain to do this. And that's when Viper becomes really weak. In a hyper late game, when the tankiness that Viper has is no longer relevant because nobody's tanking the late game, you just get blown up regardless. And oh yeah, that's at least a kill for FTG. Oh, sorry, for In Your Dream. Maybe? No, not gonna leave the kill for In Your Dream. Boom ID can't actually kill the Jakiro in time. They're just gonna let Execute get that. And Gibby already finished up with the leader. And they go for this bottom lane. We see a TP, the Golem, and the bottom lane to actually try Brian. He doesn't have burst to stop this upheaval. And Zaki is really Despacito right now. Has to use the fish to stop the upheaval. And Brian should just keep you away in time. Get the kill him. But one last one last poison attack will finish him off. Meanwhile, Zaki tries to go into the base. Blinks away with TP as well. But that Rocket Flare finishes him off. And Perfect not actually joining in this bottom engagement means that it was an easy rotation from the guys at Boom, able to get that kill quickly for them. Noticing a lot of lag in the servers. Also, because of uploading all night, I wasn't able to really start the computer. Well, I'm gonna be up. You have a pretty strong GPU. Computers make your stream. There's a bit of lag. I noticed it on stream. I'm just thinking it's probably just but actually,
Monster kill!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'll take your tribute. and sweet. Yes!
Regeneration!
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ash!
Yeah.
Fear quiets magic.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
My poison claims its victim.
That's exact.
Double damage.
Oh.
Curse sustains, good remains.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Immortality.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Money to burn. Dire's top tower has
I'll
fallen.
take your tribute.
More fire.
Gold and sweet.
Invisibility. Rock it on!
Slugman.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Boom! There it goes!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
All is good in the mind.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I was born to war.
Precise. Sustained by its magic. Haste. Good remains.
More fuel for my fire. Money to burn.
Roshan has fallen to the dragon.
and sweet.
Players here. Rock it on. In your face.
Invisibility.
Boom, there it goes.
Twill be night for all soon enough.
damage.
Do it with flair.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Is the grave.
I'll take your tribute.
And it's off.
What?
Sustains, gold remains.
Invisibility. Generation. Yes.
Jet.
Up.
with flair.
Gold and sweet.
Double damage.
Sun has fallen to the dark.
Fatality.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.